Get in there, my son. Get in there. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another daily edition of the Manchester United transfer news this summer window. And we'll be bringing you the latest and greatest of what's going on in the transfer window, my friends. Lots to talk about today. Hope you're enjoying your day today, guys. Tuesday, it's sunny as fook out there. Summer is well and truly here. Get in there, my son. We are going to be bringing you the daily news every single day around about the afternoon time, around about 4 p.m, maybe 3 p.m, depending on when the news breaks. And just to give you all the day's dealings of Manchester United's transfer window, pretty much. And also an evening show, so we will be doing the 9 p.m. shows every single night as well to cover all the latest and greatest breaking news that's going on throughout the evening as well, peeps. So strap yourselves in, baby. This summer's going to be a big one, I think, for Manchester United. We've got a lot of links. Look, okay, people like to call us Monitor FC, and we do tend to have this horrible habit of just monitoring every damn player and being linked with every damn player and not actually go out there and getting them. But I'm hoping that this summer's going to be a little bit different, just mainly because Solskjaer did well. He progressed. We need some holes in the team filled. Obviously, that's evident. We've got some serious problem areas. The Glazers are absolute dirt to us fans. And so they're going to have to appease us by going out there and buying some players. So that's my theory. We're going to have a big window this window, guys. There's lots of links. Let's get into it. Let me just say hello to everybody who's in the live chat here real quick. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade worldwide. Who've we got in here? Johnny Gallagher, Mark Prescott, Aaron Homeyard, OP Dragon. Oh, no, boy. Great to see you. G-Wolf United, Jonathan Gallagher, Jadon, Hamza Jackson fan. There's also Bell, Sean Nettleton, Gungshi. How you doing there, lad? Sean Domican. Sports Further, what's going on, Sports Further, you legend? Hey, Sports Further, there you go, mate. There's your blue spanner, dude. There's your blue spanner, Sports Further. OHB, Gungshi, AR Dan, Roshmano, G-Wolf United, Gungshi. Everybody, thank you very much for getting in here, basically. Really appreciate you stopping by. Do us a favor and smash us a like on the video. So I'm going to get into the news right now then, my friends. And the big story today, really, well, there's lots of big stories today. The Jadon Sancho stuff's not going away. We're going to get into that. But transfer news, Real Madrid ready to sell Rafael Varane. So, of course, a player that's been linked with Manchester United. They have just signed David Alaba, remember. A great centre-back as well, who we should have gone for. But the fact is, Varane seems that he wants away from Real Madrid. And Alaba was available. They signed him up there. Well, it looks like Rafael Varane's on his way out. Fact is, he's 28 years of age. He's in his prime. His contract is expiring next year. So pretty much the decision is being made this summer as to what's happening with Rafael Varane. He looks like he's going to be leaving this summer, is what I mean, instead of in January or instead of next summer for free. They don't want to lose out on a decent transfer amount that they will get by selling Rafael Varane this summer. So it's looking likely that Real Madrid would actually get rid of the lad this summer, which is fantastic. You know, there's a bit of change going on, of course, at Real Madrid this summer. Zinedine Zidane's just gone. David Alaba's just got coming in. You know, they signed him from Bayern Munich, of course. That's a big signing. Now, okay, you could play him alongside Varane and probably have the best centre-back pairing or one of them in Europe, but it seems like Rafael Varane wants away. Manchester United, it's been reported that the figure is around about £60 million it would take to prize Rafael Varane away from Real Madrid, which seems like a decent amount when you're considering all the facts. The fact he is a France international, he is a 28 years old, which is in his prime as a centre-back. He has been there and literally won everything. So he fits in with what we're trying to do this summer. He's not a ridiculous amount of money. He improves the side in a key problem area in the centre-back position. And he's obtainable, in my opinion. He's obtainable. We do have Champions League football. We did finish second in the league. Okay, it would have been sweeter to have that Europa League victory, and then it would have also been nice, obviously, to win the league or show that we can win trophies to a player like Rafael Varane coming. But surely he can see the progress. Maybe he can see the fact we're not that far away, and with him in there, maybe he would be a big piece of the puzzle. Look, United's a great proposition for any player to play with. There's people out there saying, "Oh, Varane's never going to go and join United, mate. They're not that huge club anymore." Well, actually, we are. As long as we got Champions League football, we should be able to provide the same footballing experience to any of these top players. They should be challenging for all trophies. They should be challenging for titles, getting paid as much as they can get paid anywhere else. So in my opinion, we can still do that. We are just in a bit of a barren spell of trophies. But you get the right pieces to the puzzle, and that can soon change. But yes, there's a lot of belief at Manchester United that Varane fits the profile of exactly what we're looking for right now, and having won absolutely everything there is to win at Real Madrid, possibly you'll just see him wanting to come to Manchester United at this stage, for a new challenge in the Premier League. It's a great proposition for any player wanting to come to. So we're going to get into there's a little bit more about that, guys. But Rafael Varane to Manchester United is picking up a little bit of steam, just simply because he's a top player. We need a centre-back. Solskjaer's crying out for a centre-back. All we've got is that bloody smeg fridge Slabby Maguire at the back, who, yeah, okay, he did cost 80 mil, but bloody hell, it's an absolute preposterous amount. He's not actually great, but he is good. And if he had a good partner, then we have a much better centre-back pairing. Maybe Maguire is not so much as the problem in the team as who he's partnered with this season. Maguire himself, he has made a bunch of errors this season. I could think of quite a few, but he's also been very good in a bunch of games. You have to give credit where credit's due. And I don't think, if you're talking about who the problem area in centre-back is, I don't actually think it is necessarily Slabby Maguire. Personally, I would like to see two centre-backs come in and just like if we had, for instance, I know Alaba's just gone, let's just say we just could sign Alaba and Varane. Nice one. See you later, Slabby. But that's not going to happen. We signed him for 80 million. We're probably not going to sign two centre-backs this summer. So whoever we do sign is going to be the man that's partnering Harry Maguire next season. And that could well be Rafael Varane. It makes a lot of sense to partner him up with him. Eric Bailly's too much of an injury-prone mess. We've also got Lindelof, who, let's not even talk about Victor Lindelof. That guy is dead to me, based on the Europa League final alone. But not just that, the amount of errors he's made this season, just in terms of like aerial defending, like, one-on-one defending, just different aspects of defending. I don't think he's ultimately that great at. So we definitely need to sign Rafael Varane is what's going on. So what I would like to know in the live chat, guys, if you could sign one centre-back, who would it be? There's other players that are linked with us. So Jules Koundé is another player that is constantly being linked with Manchester United in the centre-back position. And the other big name is Pau Torres, of course. Pau Torres at Villarreal had a great game against us in the Europa League final. He is being heavily linked with us this summer as well. And I think from what I'm hearing and the reports I'm hearing, Solskjaer's preference would be Rafael Varane at centre-back. And I can understand that preference because he is the most experienced, ready-made player winner that could just slot in there and instantly improve Manchester United's back line. So, of course, Solskjaer's number one priority would probably be getting Varane in this window for centre-back. But you have to say that as a backup option, either Jules Koundé or perhaps more realistically, Pau Torres are all good backup options, guys. They seem like good players. They're the right age. They're internationals. They're getting better. They are good signings as well. It's just slightly different to the Rafael Varane signing in the sense that the Varane signing, you're getting a ready-made, experienced player in the peak of his powers, whereas the other two, they're still learning, they're still developing, they're still getting better, but they're still great players. So have a vote in the live chat, guys. Varane, Jules Koundé, Pau Torres, or anybody else at centre-back. What are your thoughts on the setup, dudes? Exclusive says Maguire partnered with Maguire would be lethal. Well, to be fair, that would be awesome. You could just sort of put them in the goal, just stand them there like two big Easter Island head statues, and nothing's getting by them. So yeah, I think you might be right on that one. Hamza, interesting one. Ronaldo coming home to the United. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that a bit later, but yes, I mean, yeah, we can dream, can't we? We can dream. Let me just scroll down to the bottom here, guys, and catch up with the live chat here. Thank you very much for getting in, everybody. AR Dan says clearly Varane. Varane says Lamondre. Paul and Varane says Aidan McDonnell. Koundé says Nick Milicev. So you're going for the younger vibes. Varane all the way, says Simon Cowie. Hey there, Football Brownie. He says, Pig, word over here is that Ancelotti will keep Varane, Ramos, and even Bale to stay. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? So, in all honesty, it really does depend on what happens at Real Madrid. There is a series of change that's going on with Real Madrid with Zinedine Zidane going. So, look, we'll see what happens in regards to the future. But if he does want away from Real Madrid, if he does want a new challenge, they would have to cash in this summer simply because his time's running out. He's only got a year left on his contract. But if he did stay for whatever reason, then United would have to look at one of these backup options. Obviously, we just talked about like Jules Koundé or Pau Torres, which I think are both really great prospects. But for me, I would much rather we go and get Rafael Varane. That's my gut feeling as well, guys. I agree with the majority of the live chat here because he's experienced and he's 28 and he's a winner. He's won everything. So he's proven in those regards, and that's the sort of player that we need right now. We could do with Edinson Cavani at 28, and that's basically what Varane is for a centre-back. He's a top-level player, but he's 28. It would be like signing a, Cavani-type player. Obviously, that makes no sense because he's a striker, but, I'm just talking about stature and how good they are in that position. Like, if we'd have signed Cavani last summer, but he was 28, we'd have been absolutely pretty buzzing now. Unfortunately, he's a little bit older. He's not going to be here around that much longer. Thank you very much. Oh, no, boy says, this should be called Flying Pig 10 News. Get in there. Yeah, well, that's it. We give you all the latest and greatest news on the channel, mate. Definitely. Hey, guys, do us a favour. 73 you legends in here. Smash the like button. Also, if you could do us a huge favour and give it a share on social media, I'd appreciate that one. Just get it out there. Nice one. Okay, then. So I'm going to just talk about the next stuff, guys. We're going to get into the live chat again momentarily. But, yeah, we need to rebuild. We need defenders. He's one of the best in the world. Get Rafael Varane. Come on, the Glazers. Come on, Woodward, you human potato. Sort your bloody life out and go and get some business done, please. There is also some reports to say that Matty Judge has been in contact with Real Madrid in regards, or with Varane's representatives, I should say. But obviously this is just sheer speculation at the moment, but it does seem like there is some momentum building there. United need a top centre-back. He maybe wants away this summer. Maybe he won't be staying there this summer. It's an opportunity for everybody involved to get what they want. Real Madrid get the money and Manchester United get a top-quality player, man. Top-quality player. By the way, at 5 p.m, guys, the England team is being announced for the Euro, so we're going to stay on until then and give you the reaction, see what United players are in there. One sad thing, actually, guys, Mason Greenwood withdraws from England Euro 2020 squad with an injury. Manchester United confirm. That is absolutely gash. Oh, man. It's arguable that he would have got into Gareth Southgate's 26-man final squad because we do have a lot of more experienced players in those areas. He's talking about players like Rashford and or Sancho. There's Grealish. There's who else is there? Sterling, and But I still think he probably would have got in there because he's just the sort of natural finisher. Maybe you could bring him off from the bench in a game late on, and he just might nab you a goal. So I do think it's a big shame that Mason Greenwood has. He was obviously selected in the original provisional 33-man squad. But it looks like he's out. He's out from your England's squad due to an underlying injury. Manchester United have confirmed, which is a big shame. Also, it's understood maybe Jesse Lingard might be out now as well. We'll see. Obviously the final squad is yet to be confirmed, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, big shame, guys. Here's the quote from Manchester United. Manchester United striker Mason Greenwood has withdrawn from the provisional England Euro 2020 squad in order to recover fully from an underlying injury that also kept him out of the Under-21 European Championship in March, a club statement said. Mason's club appearances were managed carefully to maintain his availability through the intensive 2020-21 Premier League, Europa League schedules. But the further spell of tournament football would not be beneficial. Yeah, you left him on until the bloody late reaches of extra time. What are you going to Solskjaer? He's limping around like a zombie out there, dude. That's probably why we fucked him for the summer. No, sorry guys, sorry for the language. Anyway, no, look, in all honesty, I don't know about this one. Maybe it's due to an underlying injury. Okay, it's a little bit vague. Maybe United just want him to have a bloody rest this summer. You know what I mean? He's played a lot of football this year. If he's not going to get into the main teams, maybe just the summer off, recuperating, re-energizing. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know if he's actually injured, is what I'm saying. I think maybe this is just he's not going to play. Mason's got he'll just recoup this. He's had a big season. He's a young lad, 19 years of age, still developing. Bones are still growing. Just ask that Swedish bird and Icelandic bird or whatever she was. Sorry. Yeah, he's getting obviously more developed, and maybe it would make sense just give him a break. If he's not going to be featuring all the time for England, which he probably wouldn't be, then there's no real point in him going there, having that intensive training and being away and putting extra risk with the COVID and all this sort of stuff. You just obviously that's not the main focus. But yes, guys. So Mason Greenwood out of the England squad. That's gash. Okay then, so the shortlist for Manchester United in this winner, we talked about it previously last time, but it's understood basically the main targets for Solskjaer this summer are Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho, and Declan Rice. That's what I'm hearing reports are, my friends. Those three players are the top of Solskjaer's list. Now, who actually knows this? But it does seem like those are the three key positions that we need to strengthen the most. CDM, and maybe there's a deal to be done with West Ham there in terms of Lingard going in the opposite direction. That's why I think that one might be realistic. He's an £80 million player in this market, which is crazy. I mean, what do you guys think? How much do you think United should pay for Declan Rice if we were to buy him? It's crazy. He's not really an £80 million player, by the way, but he's £80 million in this climate. The fact that he's an England player and he's homegrown and all that kind of stuff, you have to pay that extra premium. You're taking him away from a fellow Premier League team as well, so you have to pay that extra premium, which is an insane amount of money. And I wouldn't pay £80 million for Declan Rice, to be honest. He's worth half that, if we're being totally honest with you guys. Maybe a little bit more in this climate. But that's just my opinion. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a great player. Is he the right age? You know, he's getting better. He's not ridiculously young, but he's still got the best years ahead of him. He is quite impressive. He would slot in and probably improve us and help us. But I still think there's better options out there. But me personally, you're talking about how much money would it cost to buy him? It probably would be about 80 million, but because of the Jesse Lingard link, maybe you could talk about getting him for 50 or 60 million by chucking Jesse Lingard in the opposite direction. Like, that is quite possible. Simon Cowie thinks 60 million. He's a 60 million pound player. Rajon says 45 million pounds. 20 million plus Jay Lings. Wow, okay, well, maybe a little bit short change there, but you know what? That sounds like a Glazer and Woodward bid to me. 20 million plus J-Lings, that sounds like exactly the sort of offer that they would go in with. Matty Braga thinks 40 million, so I think we can all agree that he's really that sort of a price player, 40 to 50 million pound player. Now, you can chuck Jesse in and get a different sort of option, but yeah, I mean, he's a good player, but he's not a great player. I'd take Rice for 40 million, says Raymond Moore. There you go. It's a lot of money, isn't it? And 50 million's enough, really, says Rushmano. Absolutely, man. I don't want to be paying any more than that for him. Jesse Lingard, to me, his valuation is not as high as it maybe would have been if his wages were so low. That's the problem with Jesse. Like, he's on quite a decent amount of wages. And so that does put off any potential buyers in wanting to bring him in, or it certainly changes the amount that they're willing to pay up front. So yeah, you could say right now, Jesse, you could get, if he was on just a smaller amount, like 60k a week or something, you could probably get like 25-30 million for the lad. I'm not even kidding. He's homegrown, he's English, he's on the back of a really great season. He's not a terrible signing for anybody, really. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but it's kind of true. Any of the not top six teams, any of the teams outside the top six, I think it's a great signing, Jesse Lingard. So 25 million, but because of his wages, he's not valued at anywhere near that. Probably 15 million at most, 10 million. And that's if the club that's taking him on actually wants to pay those sorts of amounts of wages to him. So, yeah. But I think there's definitely a deal to be done with West Ham there for Declan Rice. It's not necessarily a player that I would love to see come in. I personally, and I'm going to get into it now, guys, because there's other transfer news. We are being linked with another big player, which I'm going to talk about now. But Declan Rice is obviously would be a decent signing. But one of the other players that's linked to Manchester United in this area, recently, you may have heard it over the last couple of days, lots of outlets reporting it, Saul Niguez. Atletico Madrid just won La Liga. Saul Niguez, their central midfielder, defensive-minded, of course, Spain international, a great player. We know all about him. He's a fantastic player, and yeah, I think that's exactly the sort of signing we should get, rather than a Declan Rice. Okay, you've got to pay a bit more of a premium for these English players, I get that, but maybe the money could be better spent on somebody like him, who can control a midfield, who is in his prime, who does have quality on the ball, who is, a good all-round midfielder, but can be a good defensive midfielder, can play make, all that sort of stuff that Manchester United are looking for. This is what we need to look at, in my opinion. And Saul Niguez, there's some links in regards to Manchester United just surfacing. Man United send message as truth emerges over Atletico. Asking price, just some articles online, but in the region of 70 to 60 million pounds. Here it is. We want Declan Rice, it's understood, but because he's going to be such a lot of money, it's understood that maybe Saul would be an option, because he has. There's some claims to say he has a buyout of around about £60 million. And maybe Atletico would be willing to negotiate, for somewhere in that region of money. And I don't know, Manchester United do have some decent players that could maybe go in the opposite direction there as well. Tony Martial, etc. If Tony Martial went to Atletico, he'd be going to a great club that's just won La Liga. And look, I don't necessarily want to get rid of Tony, but if he's not happy playing a squad role, then I don't really see the place for him there in the team, especially if we're signing Sancho. So, look, I'm not suggesting that there's going to be a Saul Niguez, Tony Martial swap. I'm just saying there are players this summer that should be looking to leave this football club for one reason or another, whether it's Phil Jones being absolutely bloody uselessly cash, or Jesse Lingard never having the opportunities and having a good spell elsewhere looking to leave, or Tony Martial maybe not being high up enough in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's pecking order. So, look, it's understood Solskjaer wants Declan Rice. That is what we understand. That is the major target for Solskjaer in that position this summer, by all accounts. But Saul Niguez does seem like a good option for a similar amount of money. He's also just got a year left on his contract. And he's 26 years of age, guys. Atletico pretty much going to have to sign him up to a new deal, aren't they? So they're going to have to sign him up to a new deal this summer if they want to keep him, which they may well do. They are the champions. It's not like they can't. I'm sure Simeone and everybody, they've got a great relationship over there. Obviously, they've done brilliant things. They've been unlucky over the last few seasons not to win more, actually. They've been right there or thereabouts at Atletico Madrid, but they just haven't quite been able to get over the line. Well, this season they did it, obviously, in La Liga, and he could well leave for free in 12 months' time. So you'll see Saul Niguez's future tied up this summer. Now, whether that's Atletico extending his contract and giving him a bigger money deal to stay there, which they may well do, and he may well want to stay, or whether it's Manchester United or somebody else going in and bringing him in this summer, I think you're going to see something happen this summer anyway. He's not on a lot of money as well, so the reports are Saul is currently on a deal which is worth about £115,000 a week. That is about the same as a bloody Jesse Lingard or a Phil Jones, which is just an absolute disgrace, isn't it, really, that these guys are paid somewhere in the region of the same amount of the cog in the centre of Atletico Madrid's midfield, which runs their engine. And they've just won La Liga, and we've got jokers like bloody Phil Jones and Jay Lings on the same sort of amount of money as them. It's unbelievable, isn't it? But anyway, because of that, that puts Manchester United in quite a strong position, because we are the sort of club that could pay him $200,000 a week plus, and maybe he would want to come for that extra bit of money. And I'm sure Atletico would be willing to up their contract that they've got with him to keep him. They've only got a year left. He's a great player. They want to keep him on there. But are they willing to go to the sort of amounts that Manchester United would pay for a player like Saul Niguez? I would say maybe not. So yes, so there you go, Saul Niguez, guys. Of course, he's been linked with Manchester United for years now as well. Like most summers, there is a link to Saul Niguez. These are some quotes by Saul from the past that I'm just going to get to now. These are the things that he's actually said. These are direct quotes from Saul in the past. Not this summer, but previously. He says, "I'm very flattered that a club like Manchester United or other teams that ask about me, it's nice they take me into consideration. For me, it's very positive. And important people from those clubs, such as Rio Ferdinand, speaking well of me means that I'm doing things well at Atletico Madrid." So, he's always, that's no indication. That's not like saying, I want to play for United. But, he's obviously aware and flattered of the interest by Manchester United in the past. We need to rekindle that interest. We need to get this man in this summer. He is the man I want to see signed this summer. That's who we need. Forget Declan Rice, guys. Okay, Wilfred Ndidi's not obtainable either because he's too much money. And N'Golo Kante's not going to leave Chelsea now. So these players are out the window. Saul Niguez is the one. 26 years of age, Spain international, only getting better, in his prime, coming to it anyway. And just off the back of the La Liga title, fantastic signing, guys. What do you think? Atletico are skint, says Roshmano as well. Atletico are skint. They can't pay the wages. They need the money. In terms of like the pandemic, this has been quite an issue for a lot of clubs. The pandemic as well has just like, there's clubs having financial issues before this. You heap the extra pandemic on top of them. Some of them can't manage it as well as a club like Manchester United can. Manchester United has a crazy fan base. They have crazy resources. Whereas Atletico Madrid, they may well have to balance the books a little bit more this summer. That's absolutely a great point, Rushmano. G-Wolf comments, why should United sign a CDM? The way to win games, go all out. 4-3-3-3, 2 centre mids, 1 playmaker, 1 CM, and 1 CDM. Fred. G-Wolf United, get out. Fred, you think Fred's the answer? You think Fred's the answer? Sorry, but he's not. Fred's a good squad player. I like him. I really like him as a squad player. Shouldn't be starting in the big games against the big teams and the big occasions. Sorry to say. That's where we need a top quality player. Vincent Bullock, hello, you legend. How you doing? Guys, do us a favour, hit that thumbs up button. We're nearly at 100 likes. Smash the like on it. That'll help us out and give us a boost up there on the YouTube algorithm. Help us compete with some of the other United channels, etc. We are a small independent channel, so if you're enjoying it, smash that like button, hit the thumbs up, give it a share, help us out. Nice one. United back to buying trophies again, said Dave Keating. It's quite hard to say that though, Dave, because we have spent over the years, but the spending has been based on the support from the fan base, the fact that we are one of the biggest commercial clubs in the world, so we've got that spending power, and also the rich history of winning things from just hard work and traditions and slowly building up in the right ways. So those are the things. The history and tradition is what sets us apart from an oil club like City. And all you have to do is look at City's parade or City's celebrations after they won the league outside the Etihad to see what sort of a club and fan base and support that they have. If they didn't have the big owners that they had, they wouldn't be able to spend that money nowhere near it because they wouldn't be able to compete because their fan base just isn't there like Manchester United. That's the truth. So you can say what you want about Man United spending, but we have this money, we have this rich history because of our history and also because of the support that this football club has, which is like hundreds of millions around the world. So say what you want, we do deserve to spend this money because it's such a great supported club. Suck it! No, great comment though. Fair play, fair play. It's a fair point. We are spending money. Last summer though, come on though, Dave, we didn't spend that much, dude. Last summer, we only got Donny in. We only got Cavani in on a free and Tellez. We didn't spend that much money. January, we didn't spend anything. So we actually haven't spent anything since the summer before, wherein, to be fair, we did spend a lot. Was it Slabbington, Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes in the January? So we did spend a lot that year. But to be fair, Solskjaer needs to be backed. In the grand scheme of things, if you actually look at who we've signed previously, before Solskjaer got here, and who we signed since, hey, look, I don't think they've backed him enough as they should. They've made him do it on a shoestring budget. They've made him bring youngsters through, which is all great. That's all traditions that United should be sticking to. But we also needed investment and backing last summer properly, but certainly in January once we were top. And certainly this summer, now that Solskjaer's progressed the club, now that we've got these glaring issues at the back. I mean, he can't even go to his bloody bench in the final. And okay, he should have brought those players on, don't get me wrong. But he's doing that because he doesn't have any confidence in them to do anything. Do you think Pep Guardiola and Man City, if he had Man City's bench, do you think he wouldn't be reaching into his bench then? That is an issue. We don't have the depth in the squad. Okay, I still think he should have made the subs, but I don't think we've got the depth in the squad to compete with those other top teams that we're talking about. So the fact we finished second is brilliant. He needs to be backed and need to get those players in there. Simon Cowie comments and says Atletico Madrid must sell before they sign players because Spain is being hit hard by COVID. Absolutely, they're strapped for cash, guys. So, guys, let's have a little talk about Saul Niguez then. We were discussing Saul Niguez. I think he'd be a class signing. Really great player in the right area, right age, right type of player, and just coming to the best years. And if you can factor all those in, just imagine this, guys. Just imagine this. We signed Saul Niguez this summer. We signed Rafael Varane, and we signed Jadon Sancho. Just those three players. They're all big name players, big marquee signings, huge money, big names. But you know what? Then we're sorted, guys, pretty much. Then we're pretty much sorted. And it is an investment. Let's just say 70 million for Saul. I don't think it would be quite that much, but let's just say 70 million for Saul. Let's say 60 million for Varane, and let's say 80 million for Sancho. Well, if I do my quick maths, what's that? About 210 million pounds, guys. Now, that is a huge investment. Factor in maybe selling a couple of players, though, to just decrease that net spend there. So you've got, let's say Martial gets sold. I don't know. Let's say Pogba. I don't know. I doubt it, but let's say Pogba gets sold this summer. Well, that's most of the money recouped back there then. Let's say we get a couple of the other hangers on off the books. Maybe there's Phil Jones, there's players like Sergio Romero, obviously still going to be going this summer. Other wages, high paid wages will be leaving this summer. David De Gea, who knows about his future? So and also David De Gea, in terms of Atletico Madrid being a target, maybe as a swap, hey, who knows? But anyway, the point I'm making is Atletico Madrid, Saul Niguez is an obtainable player for Manchester United this summer. And if we had the bottle in this window to go into the window and sign these three players, sign Varane, sign Saul, and sign Sancho, we would be a fucking force next season, dudes. So yes, that was the question I was going to ask you, peeps. In terms of the central midfielder, we can only sign one. there can be only one. We can only sign one central midfielder this summer. Who do you want? Who do you want? And it has to be somebody reasonably realistic, you know. It's got to be somebody reasonably realistic. But look, Saul Niguez is an option. Declan Rice is an option. Who else? Wilfred Didi, I guess, is not. It's just unrealistic, though. Sports Further says, I would take Oblak. Yes, absolutely. So would I. We were talking about this the other day, actually, in terms of the goalkeeper position at the club. Like, do we want Dean Henderson or do we want David? Well, the easy answer is sell them both and get Oblak. That is actually the easy answer, isn't it? Or Donnarumma. Sell them both and either get Oblak or Donnarumma. Sorted. It's not that much of a big issue as far as I'm concerned. David's been a great servant to the club, but maybe there are better goalkeepers out there in world football right now. Some of the ones I just mentioned as well, with more miles or more miles to go. So, yes, Lorente says Giannis Varakles. I'd go for Ramos, says Noah Betar. What? We're talking about central midfielders here. Hey, Dizzy Red Devil, you legend. Get in there, Dizzy Red Devil. Hey, great to see you back, mate. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, mate. Dizzy Red Devil has become a member of the Baker Brigade, mate. Thank you so much, Dizzy. I really appreciate you, my man. Dude, everybody, welcome Dizzy Red Devil to the channel membership by sticking your favorite channel member emoji in there. All the channel members. Also, I want to say thank you to a few people who have subscribed to the channel here, and I've missed them a couple of minutes ago. Ex-Boss Niloy, thank you for subscribing. Wand Vosen Tesega, thank you for subscribing. Saidi Gamer, thank you for subscribing. Jez16, thank you for subscribing. Aaron Varma. Everyone, thank you for subscribing. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. We're on here every day. We're going to be doing Manchester United and general football transfer news, but mostly Manchester United transfer news throughout the entire summer, covering all the latest goings on. See who we get in this summer and just give you all the latest news. And also, we'll be back in the evenings as well, 9 p.m. We do FIFA shows at 11 p.m. as well. So we're going to be doing them. Not tonight, though. Tonight's probably going to be FIFA night off. But then with every other night this week. But then, yes, so get yourself subscribed to the channel. Jadon Williams, you know it makes sense, lad. Thank you very much, Jadon Williams, for subscribing, mate. Appreciate that one. Okay, then. 83 likes, says Sports Further. Nice. Why haven't you got that blue spanner yet, Sports Further? I already gave it you, didn't I? Hang on, let me give it you again. What happened there? Anyway, you won the moderator giveaway thing last night. Not giveaway, you deserved it anyway, my friend. But we picked six people and put them in a hat and chose one, and you won. You weren't here at the time, so maybe you shouldn't have the blue spanner. Anywho, okay, guys, rest of the news then, peeps. Let's get back into it. Of course, we're waiting for Southgate's squad to be revealed at 5 p.m. as well. We'll see which United players made it in there. We know Mason Greenwood's not, though, unfortunately. But Saul Niguez, to me, is the one I'd like to see come into the club. He's the player for me. Just to finish on the Saul point, just go and get him. That's who I want. I don't want Declan Rice. I want Saul Niguez. That's the player that I want. 26 years of age. Great player. Exactly what we need. So, yeah, Saul Niguez is the man. He's just, you know, what's good about him is he's just a good all-round midfielder. He's good defensively as well. Okay, so this is another report. It's actually from Transfers_United, which is Matti Rashmano's Twitter account, man. And it says, Jadon Sancho was absent today from England training with a sore throat. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean anything, but that doesn't mean anything. But I would like it to mean something. I would like it to mean that we've flown a rep over there to agree to personal terms or something like that, and he's just had to duck out and pretend that he's sick for a little bit. That is what I would like to it to be, guys. Okay then, guys, so just a couple of little things to get on to. The main stories are there. We'll get back into it in a minute and into your comment section. Hey there, Palmerius, Batman Knight fan, OP Dragon, Icon Gaming, absolute bloody legends. Great to see you all. So Manchester United could receive millions if Romelu Lukaku leaves Inter Milan this season. So Romelu Lukaku is being linked with a move away from Inter. Some people even suggested maybe United could be interested in signing him again. I think that is obviously preposterous, but I have actually seen, believe it or not, some clickbait article earlier talking about that, which is just nonsense. But anyway, Lukaku, he's had an excellent season. He scored 30 goals and he got 10 assists in 44 games. Now, to me, Serie A is just not as good as it used to be. But still, those are impressive stats, very impressive stats. 30 goals and 10 assists in 44 games. Wow. And he obviously helped Inter to their first title in over 10 years, guys. So Romelu Lukaku's like a cult hero there, I'm sure. He's fired them to the title. He's had an incredible season. The critics have been out in force on Romelu, myself included in the past. And he's gone quite a long way to proving these doubters wrong, let's be perfectly honest now. Is it just Manchester United destroy players' careers? I don't really know. He was great before he came to Manchester United, putting up regular 20-plus goals a season in the league. And he's great since he's gone from Manchester United. I've got a horrible feeling that Manchester United do mismanage players quite a lot. If you look at a lot of the players that have come and gone over the last few years, a lot of them seem to do better once they've left Manchester United. It used to be when Fergie was here, it was like these players would be average, they'd come to United, they'd be amazing, then they'd leave, and then they'd be average again. Not all the time, but that was a thing. Whereas now, it seems the other way around. Nice one. Samuel Ingram says, Flying Pig, England shouldn't pick Marcus Rashford because he needs to concentrate on his fitness and get back to the player he once was, do skipping and running with Dwayne Johnson in a desert. I like his style, mate. I do kind of, in a way, agree with you. But look, if Rashford's fit to any degree and he's on the bench there and there's an injury during the Euros, or you need somebody on to come on and maybe create a moment of magic, he's definitely a player that I would take. Now, I know what you're saying. He doesn't seem physically fit. The last few months haven't really been great from Rashford. He's had a couple of nice moments here and there. But, I mean, that Europa League final was a fine example, really. He just completely melted in that final and had no impact whatsoever. Maybe that's down to nursing injuries throughout the season. It's understood, you know, he has been carrying an injury most of the season. That is the reports that we know. And they've been sort of managing that. He had a back injury last season, you know, so he's obviously had some injury concerns, and they've obviously tried to manage that. But yeah, you've got to take Rashford to the Euros, guys, don't you? You've got to be taking him. What's that? Icon Gaming 350 likes. What is the max likes you had? I don't know, actually. Over 1,000 on one video. Hey, we got 96 likes right now on the video. 96 likes. Do us a big favor. Hit that like button, guys. We're nearly at 100 likes. Cheers, guys. Okay, it was Mourinho. He was a prick, says Simon Lee. Well, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. You know, the Mourinho effect on Lukaku and a lot of the players that came in. I guess maybe you could argue it is the Mourinho effect. But anyway, the point I was making is he's had a great season. He's just won the Scudetto. You know, Conte's just left his post amid what? I don't know, like I think it's surrounding. He's frustrated because he's going to have to sell some of his best players this window. That is why he's left the club, by some reports, I believe. Anyway, I don't know. Inter need to raise up, this is the report, need to raise up to £80 million in player sales this summer to stay afloat. And Lukaku is their prized asset, leading to speculation that the star striker could be on his way out, guys. So, yeah, reports suggest he would be open to a return to the Premier League. Chelsea are being linked with a move to him. Obviously, he previously played for Chelsea. Man City are also being linked with a move for him. So he's another striker that is in this big conversation. I personally love it if they signed him, because then that would mean that players like Haaland or players like Kane, Cristiano Ronaldo or whoever, you know, obviously not realistic, but any of these players would be slightly more realistic that they would come to United then. If Chelsea went and spunked money on Lukaku or, you know, then their target is filled in that space. So I hope they do that anyway. I really hope that they do that. Man City, of course, have just got rid of Sergio Aguero. He signed for Barca. So they are looking at signing a new player. They've got Gabriel Jesus up there, but it's not enough. So they will be bringing in a striker this summer. It will probably be Harry Kane. If it's not Harry Kane, it'll probably be Haaland. But if it's not those guys, maybe they would go for Lukaku. I don't know. Doesn't really seem like the type of player that Pep Guardiola necessarily wants to play with up there. He likes his, I would say, maybe more technical, nippier, smaller players. If you actually look at a lot of Barca's, like his Barca team, they were tiny, more technical. But then, you know, who's to say that he couldn't get the best out of Lukaku? But it doesn't strike me as being a Pep signing. Maybe Chelsea. I don't know. But yes, so there we go, guys. A few possible scenarios for Lukaku could leave this summer. Manchester United in that area of the team, I personally don't think we need to strengthen this summer. Yeah, okay, Haaland and Kane, if they're available, those are the sorts of players you should be bringing in because they're going to be great for years at the club, especially Haaland because he's so young. So if they become available and you've got the money to spend, you should bring them in, even if you don't need them necessarily, even if it's just a luxury, because Lukaku's Sorry, Cavani's not going to be here forever. He's 35, isn't he? 34, 35. He's getting on. He's got another season or two most left at Manchester United. So you think about that, we are going to have to get somebody in that position sooner rather than later. But this summer, that's one for next summer, if you ask me. It's not a signing for this summer. Manchester United need to focus on centre-back, CDM and right wing this summer. If we do that, we'll be a much better team this next season. But if we go out there and sign a striker and don't address the other areas, it's going to be the same shit show that it was last year, you know. Last year we got Cavani. That's a great signing, but we didn't actually need to strengthen that area of the team as much as we did the centre-back position even then. I still think it obviously was amazing that we got him, and it proved to be great because Martial had him out of the season. But at the time, it wasn't as an important position to strengthen as the centre-back was, just like now. So I wouldn't even bother about getting a striker this summer if I'm Solskjaer. Okay, if one becomes available, then fantastic. Maybe if Martial gets sold this summer, you might want to strengthen and get a younger player in, or there's talk of a backup like Danny Ings, something like that. But otherwise, focus on the other areas at hand that need to be strengthened, definitely. Rushman, 105 likes. Thank you very, very much, dude. We need to buy 4 or 5 top-class quality players now. Lukaku, Shaw, Pogba, Mourinho, wreck them in the media, says Simon Lee. Absolutely, Ollie needs backing. Sancho update. Okay, so you want the Sancho update? The Sancho update, my friend, is basically that United are look, we've got the wheels in motion in regards to signing Jadon Sancho. So there's reports that we're close to agree in personal terms with Jadon Sancho again. Look, these are all speculatory things, guys. Speculation at this moment in time. We will bring you all the latest news when it's coming, but it just seems like Jadon Sancho's coming to Manchester United, guys. Borussia Dortmund have said that they want the business wrapped up before Euro 2021 or Euro 2020 starts, which is in what, like 9 days or something? It's not that far until Manchester United, until the Euros start and Manchester United have this window of opportunity now to get him signed up. So I don't think it's going to be a case of like last summer where we just fannied around all summer long, did nothing, and played with the fact of signing Jadon Sancho and tried to lowball them. I think Borussia Dortmund's valuation of him is less. There's reports, Fabrizio Romano has said, in regards to about an £80 million price tag. It seems like a good deal for Manchester United getting a good young player. He's obviously going to pay that back over the years. Commercially, it's a good deal, etc. But I do think it's it's imminent, guys. You know, it's imminent. I don't want to say it's I don't want to say a percentage or anything, but I think this is going to happen, peeps. It's just a matter of time. But yes, I did have some information on it. Just give me a moment. I've lost it here now. Okay, so Jadon Sancho is on the cusp of agreeing personal terms with Manchester United, reports are suggesting. And, you know, that's the latest in regards to Jadon Sancho. So, like, if you remember last summer, at the start of the summer, Manchester United had actually agreed personal terms with Jadon Sancho. He was happy with the personal terms Manchester United had on the table, and it was then between the two clubs, United and Dortmund, to get the deal done and agree the transfer fee, which never materialised. They were unable to do that. So yes, this is great. If there were personal terms agreed with Jadon Sancho, it's not been announced that it has been yet, but if there were personal terms agreed with Sancho and Man United, that's great. That's one aspect of the deal, but it doesn't mean anything. The clubs have to reach an agreement here. Dortmund want it done before Euro 2020 starts so they can get a suitable replacement in and not be fanning around and not lose a player out last day of the window, which is probably what United want to do, knowing our shite-ran club trying to just lowball Porto last summer to squeeze as much money out of the deal to save on Alex Tellers as possible. All these sorts of stuff, you know, it's very, very frustrating, guys, isn't it? Very frustrating how we go about it. Get in there, my son. Hang on a sec. Sorry. Has somebody... Oh, sorry. Somebody's just subscribed. I wonder what that was. K2 Music Productions, thank you for subscribing. Jamie Fraser, Sarah James, JM, Harley McHugo, Mashkaya alias, SPS, Channel, Herbert Hutapaya, Jaden Williams. Guys, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. Nice one. Okay, then. So, yes, just Jadon Sancho looks like maybe... personal terms will be agreed soon. That's all the latest on it. I don't want to say, oh, it's all definitely done, it's definitely coming. I mean, in my opinion, it is imminent. In my opinion, he's coming. In my opinion, we will sign him sooner rather than later because of all the reasons we've talked about. We need a player there. He's available. He wants to come. He's a fantastic signing. It would appease the fans. The Glazers are dirt to the fan base, and the Glazers want to do something to maybe take a little bit of heat off themselves. An early Jadon Sancho signing this summer would do that, to be fair. A lot of the fans would be like, fuck yeah, Jadon Sancho. Who else are we going to get? And they'd be excited for the summer transfer window then, in my opinion. And so they should do it. Gungshi with a super chat here. Thank you very much for getting in here. I really appreciate it. Gungshi with a super chat says, PayPal for the patriarch of the pork sword platoon. Gungshi, you bloody legend, with a 490 NT super chat. Patriarch of the pork sword platoon. Gungshi, thank you very much for the PayPal. Let's go and check out what you said in your PayPal, mate. Appreciate that one. Let's get a love heart in there for Mr. Gungshi. Gungshi, yes, these videos are going to be back daily, so I know there's slightly more, what's the word, time friendly for some of you global viewers. Obviously, you're in Taiwan. It's late there already right now. When I'm on at 9 p.m., you're probably asleep. So these are going to be your source of news on the channel anyway, Gungshi, these afternoon shows. Dude, Gungshi, you bloody legend, mate. You sent me £20.69, dude. That's fucking awesome, man. Thank you so much. He says, some cheeky bones for the Don. Good to see you doing another transfer show. Nice and early for me too. Get in there, Gungshi. Sort of just answered what you said before you'd even said it, mate. Mystic, call me Mystic Pig, because I predict these things. But no, you're right. Yeah, these shows are coming back, Gungshi. So they're either going to be at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. UK daily. We're going to cover all the day's news, the day's transfer news. We are also going to do an evening show as well, as and when there's news, and give you all the latest breaking news throughout the evening. It's a good time. Lots of news seems to come out between after 9 p.m. So we'll get on there and give you all the latest breaking news in regards to United and our pursuits of these players. So the main targets, Sancho, Varane, in my opinion, should be Saul Niguez, but I think it's Declan Rice in regards to Solskjaer's main 3 targets. Gungshi, you're an absolute gentleman and a scholar. Thank you very, very much for that generosity. Really, really appreciate that, man. Right, okay. Hamza Jackson says, Ollie has name-dropped him before. Yes, this is it. Solskjaer is desperate for some of these players to come in this window, guys. You know, you can just sense it. He wanted it last season. It didn't happen. He said after the Europa League final that we need to bring some players in the summer, just putting a little bit of pressure on the owners and Woodward and co to maybe do the business. Oh, thank you, First Class Gamer. I appreciate that. He says, hey, dudes, if you're new here, please subscribe to the Flying Pig and help him towards 40k subs. Thank you, First Class Gamer. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, guys, I'm nearly at 40,000 subscribers, or should I say we're nearly at 40,000 subscribers, because this is a fucking community, guys, of legends. But we're nearly at 40k subs, so if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for that, man. Kino Critty, good day, sir. He comments. I'm just going to get into your comment section now, guys. So we've gone over the news. So if you're just getting in here, I'll give you a quick breakdown, and then we'll get into your comment section and see what you guys have got to say for yourselves. But Real Madrid linked with Varane, momentum building with that one. His contract's running out in a year. Depends on the future of Real Madrid. Zinedine just left. Who's coming in? Who's do they want to keep, etc. It depends. But Varane is top of the list for Solskjaer centre-back positions. If not them, then Pau Torres, Jules Koundé are great options at the back there. Mason Greenwood has withdrawn from the provisional England 2020 squad. That's another headline. Manchester United are working still on the Jadon Sancho situation. It's understood Matty Judge has had some dialogue. You know, there's just reports, speculative reports at the moment in regards to the Sancho situation. Saul Niguez being linked with Manchester United as well. Atletico Madrid in the mud in terms of money. They need to balance the books this summer. They might have to sell some players. Okay, they've just won La Liga, but they are not in a great place financially. Saul Niguez on 115k a week. He's got a contract running out in a year's time. He's 26. Great signing for Manchester United. That's the one we should be looking at. So that's another link. Yeah. And then that's basically... Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't even talk about this, guys. I mean, this is just speculation at the moment as well. I hope it's not true, but it wouldn't surprise me, is that Jack Grealish is being linked with Man City as well. I'm not going to talk much about that. I would love Man United to go and sign Grealish, but based on the fact of his asking price could be 70 million, something like that, based on the fact there's other players in these positions we're looking at, Jadon Sancho, I don't think we're going to sign Jack Grealish this summer. I could be wrong. I'd hope so. If we had any ambition about us as a club, maybe we'd sign him as well. But I do think that it's likely that he goes to a different club this summer, but there are links with him and Manchester City, which are surfacing today, which is cash. And he's a player I'd love to see if they sign him. I would be a bit pissed off about that, to be fair. But that's basically the news, guys. Oh, yes, Marcus Rashford spoken with President Barack Obama, or ex-President Barack Obama, to discuss power young people can make in and change in society. Pretty awesome. He sat down and had a FaceTime call with Barack Obama. I don't know why we're talking about it, but it's kind of awesome. Rashford's like a political figure these days, mate. You know, he's not just, people slag him off on the pitch, and some people even say, oh, his political agenda, his political dealings are affecting his football. I find that nonsense. I don't see how that can really do that. I think he's just passionate about it, and he wants to use his platform for good. Okay then, guys, so let's get into the comment section. Thanks everyone for joining us again for this afternoon's transfer show. Do us a massive favor and smash the like button. Get your thoughts and opinions in. I want to hear from you. We'll be back here every single day, guys, doing these. Well, when the Euros are on, we might not be doing them at this time. It depends when the games are on, because we're going to be doing all of the Euro games. We're going to watch all of the games for the European Championships this summer, so we'll be doing these transfer videos in between those games and stuff. But any time when there's not a game on, we will be on here at 3 or 4. Hey, Dizzy Red Devil, the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, mate. Sorry, I almost missed that. Thank you, Dizzy Red Devil, mate. He says, hey, Pig, haven't said thanks in a while. Love the channel. Keep it going, mate. Enjoy a little something on me. Oh, Dizzy Red Devil, man. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. That's very kind, man. Really appreciate that you like this channel, mate. Get in there. Well, all I try and do in this channel, mate, especially in the summer when there's no games on, is give you the latest transfer stuff that's going on with as little bullshit as possible, you know? But look, when it comes to transfer dealings, let's be totally honest, there is a fair element of bullshit that's in there, because United are linked with like 7 or 8 top players right now, and we're not signing all of them, guys. We're lucky if we sign 2 or 3 of them. So those are the facts, guys. We've got to speculate a little bit on this channel just because, you know, we are going to cover all of the signings that Manchester United make this summer. But obviously, we're not going to say, like some channels do, that these deals are done. Like, if you go around YouTube today, even, you will see a couple of thumbnails that say Sancho done deal and stuff like that. It's fucking pathetic, guys. Why do they do this? I don't get it. But anyway, it's not a done deal yet, peeps. You know, it's not a done deal. They all said done deal last year, and it wasn't a done deal last year, guys. You know what I mean? So that's how we view it on this. I'm not going to tell you the deal is done unless it's done. But we are going to give you all the news and all the latest updates in regards to transfers as they go. So when there's personal terms agreed, when somebody's flying in on a plane for a medical, you know, all these different stages of a transfer, we will of course give you the latest breaking news. But I'm glad that you like the channel, Dizzy Red Devil, and I really appreciate the support there, man. Yeah, I'm awake early, Simon Lee. Well, I've got to get back into the habit. So I have been doing like all night, late night streams. So from now on, FIFA's stopping at like 2:30 a.m. peeps, and we're in bed by 3 or 4, and we're up early. That's what I'm doing now. Thank you, Batman Night Fan. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sports Further, mate. Says, we appreciate your support. Icon Gaming. Absolutely, Icon Gaming. Thank you very much. Where's Icon Gaming? It's okay, Sports Further. I don't know what's going on, but thank you very much, Icon Gaming. Top Dog says, Rashford been right off his game since all this do-gooding stuff. See, that's the argument. That's what people are saying, Top Dog. And it seems like you've got the same opinion. Maybe, I mean, you are kind of right in a way. But I think it's a coincidence more than anything. I don't see how it's really, you know, I don't see how it's really that much of a factor. How could it be? You know, he's not playing with Boris Johnson strapped to his fucking right chin, is he? When he's out there on the ball. I don't see how it can hinder him as a footballer. Everybody's got stuff going on in their lives, man. You know, certainly I don't think his political views or what he's doing in politics is going to affect him to any big degree out there on the pitch. Now, you can argue, you know, like Jesse Lingard, his mum was unwell over the last, you know, couple of years and stuff like that. That could affect you, I think, mentally out there on the pitch more so than, but I don't think him getting involved in politics and just using his platform and wanting to feed hungry children and all this sort of stuff gives him any reason to be hindered on the football pitch. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, thank you, Multi Videos, for subscribing. Thank you, Top 10 All Over, for subscribing. Thank you, Meditation for Soul and Mind. Opti I, Road to Red Devils. Thank you for subscribing. Fortnite P, Noah Lechever, Sarks, Devil Gamer. Guys, great to have you all aboard the Bacon Express. Woo, woo! Keep your hands and legs and all other appendages inside the vehicle at all times. Next stop, Manchester United sign in Sanchosville. Eddie O2's in here. How you doing, Eddie O2, you Don? What's going on, man? Oh, shit, I've got it in top chat, guys. I'm so sorry. I had it in top chat and not live chat. I've melted. It's, speaking of melting, it's bloody warm today, isn't it? Crikey. So let me just get the BBC page up because the England team news is coming any minute. I'll tell you that shortly. I will let you know what's going on. The 26-man squad, so he's getting ready to face the media soon to announce who has made the cut for the Euros. So I'm actually just going to change my thumbnail real quick because I've got another thumbnail for this. But yeah, great to see you all in here. Smash that like, get involved. We'll ask me anything or get your thoughts and opinions in about anything in the live chat real quick. And we'll get into it. Pig Rushmano, let's check out Rushmano. Subscribe to the channel, says Rushmano. What's that? Eric, buy you up there. Oh, thank you very much, Rushmano. You absolute don. Let me just check this out real quick. I'm just going to go. Right, okay. England squad reaction. And let me just change the thumbnail real quick, guys. And then we'll get on to the Eric Bailly stuff, mate. Nice one. Thank you very much, Rushmano. Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, it's too big. Oh, okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. I won't change the thumbnail. Never mind. It's too big. The thumbnail's too big. Okay. So, no, Gungshi. No, absolutely. Very disappointed, mate. What can you do? You know, what a melter. What can you do? Angus Gallagher with a $1 New Zealand super chat. Thank you very much, Angus Gallagher. I really appreciate them, my man. Thank you very, very much. Okay, let's just have a thank you so much, Angus Gallagher, mate. Let me get and have a look at this Twitter. Let me just have a look at this, guys. So we've got an update from Rushmano. Thank you very much for the live update here. Fabrizio Romano, 31 minutes ago. Yep, Carlo Ancelotti will sign with Real Madrid until 2024. 3 years contract confirmed. Lucas Vazquez contract extension until 24, approved, done deal. Pintus and David Ancelotti expected to be part of the staff. Real will appoint a new executive in the board soon. This is 30 minutes ago from Romano. Ancelotti then takes the hot seat at Real Madrid, guys, leaving Everton, obviously. And Everton are being linked with Nuno Gomez. Sorry, not I always going to call him Nuno Gomez. Not Nuno Gomez, for fuck's sake. Nuno Esperantino, or whatever Nuno. We just call him Nuno. He's being linked now with a move to Everton because of this. Ancelotti signing for Real Madrid. In regards to Eric Bailly, it's understood that Fenerbahce are interested in signing Eric Bailly. Bailly is reported to be not happy with the lack of first-team opportunities at the club. I'm also unhappy with his lack of first-team opportunities at the club, but I blame his bloody knees. You know what I mean? I blame his bloody floppy limbs that keep breaking all over the place, dude. That's what I do. But anyway, thank you, Rushmano. Absolutely. So, yes, so it looks like Bailly is maybe a target for... But I think he'll stay this summer, personally. I think if we're looking at getting rid of somebody this summer, it should be bloody Victor Lindelof. Or Phil Jones, of course. Phil Jones needs to go also. Absolutely. Okay, then. So let's just give this an update, see if the England squad has been announced just yet. Let's take a look. No, he's going to announce it soon, though. So, yeah, I mean, realistically, let's just look at the candidates here. In terms of the lineup, I mean, what is it? Stones and Maguire's going to be the centre-backs. Luke Shaw's the left-back, in my opinion. The right-back, I mean, it's a disgrace that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not involved, man. I think he should be, but he's not. I guess we do have a lot more depth in that area with more experience. But to me, he's the best defender out of a lot of them. But, you know, you've got Walker, you've got James, you've also got Alexander-Arnold, Trippier. There's a lot of players that could feature in that. Obviously not Trippier now, but there's a lot of players that could feature in that right-back position, which is the questionable position of the starting lineup. In terms of the formation, it depends what formation you go for, but players like Foden, obviously fantastic. Grealish, depends what he wants to do, whether he wants to do something a little bit more traditional, like have a front three of, say, Sterling, Kane and Sancho, or if he wants to mix it up and do something like Foden, Kane and Grealish, you know, because that could be just as effective in a lot of ways, dudes. You heard Trent will be out, says Case later. So, yeah, I don't know who's going to be left out. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a few players that are going to be left out. I think one of those right-backs is probably not going to make it, whether it's Arnold, Walker, or James. Maybe it'll probably be James. What do you reckon? I don't know. Reece James has been boss recently, though. Ian Dawn comments, Pig, you have a choice of signing a centre-back or signing a CDM. Which do you do? My point to persuade you is we do have Twanzebe. Great shout, Ian Dawn. A centre-back. Honestly, I would sign a centre-back. I would. because I think like we could play a certain formation that would benefit the midfield that we have. You know, I know G-Wall said it earlier. To be fair, instead of 4-3-3 with Fred at the base. Now I don't like that, and I'm not saying that's the answer, but I'm just saying there are other options which they're both problem areas. They're both problem areas. You know, it's like plugging one hole instead of two in a boat. You're still gonna fucking sink. You know what I mean? You need to plug both of them. Southgate is awful. Trent is in. It's on Sky. Thank you very much. Let's have a look on Sky. Appreciate you. So here's the. So we should have a Trent Alexander-Arnold set to be named in the England squad. Yeah, okay. So it says Trent Alexander-Arnold set to be named in the England final 26-man squad for the Euro. Sky Sports News Rob Dorset reports. Oh, okay. Well. How's he? I don't get that. How is he reporting it before it's been announced? There has he seen Southgate's bit of fucking paper there? You know what I mean? Is he just like looked over his shoulder? Oh yeah, he's in. How's he reporting that ahead of time? That's bullshit. Wouldn't it be funny if Alexander-Arnold wasn't in it now? But no, he probably isn't. If they're reporting it like that, he probably has made it. Guys, who do you? Let's just say you take 2 right backs this Euros for England. Thank you, Java Kumaran, for subscribing, mate. Appreciate you. Let's just say you take 2 right backs for England. Who are they? Me personally, now it's not going to happen because he's not even in the provisional squad. I would take Wan-Bissaka, and I would take maybe Reece James, or maybe Kyle Walker. But I think I'll probably just start with Wan-Bissaka. Now you can call me biased, but I just watched him all season, and he's been as solid as a rock boss. So, James and Trent, says Case later. Okay, Pickford and Shaw and what? England update. Nice. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the England update here, dudes. So here it is. England squad announced. Breaking news on BBC here. Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston, and Jordan Pickford are the goalkeepers for the squad, guys. So Henderson makes it in there. The defenders for the squad, Trent Alexander-Arnold makes it in. Ben Chilwell from Chelsea, Connor Cody, Reece James makes it in, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw makes it in, John Stones, Kieran Trippier makes it in, and Kyle Walker, man. Wow, so he's got 4 right backs there, guys. He's got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, and Reece James. That's excessive as fuck. There's no need for that. What are you doing, Southgate? He's got 4 right backs. What's the matter with this twat? What the fuck? And then in the midfield, right, guys, here's the final squad. Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, and Declan Rice in the centre there, guys. Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, and Declan Rice. Does Marcus Rashford make it in? Yes, he does. The forward lineup is Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho, and Raheem Sterling. Saka makes it in. Wow, okay, so do you know what? Overall, it could have been worse, but I'm a bit disappointed that he's chosen 4 right backs and not a single damn one of them is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, he wasn't in his provisional squad, so it wasn't going to happen anyway. But why is he taken 4 of the bastards? The midfield options we've got there look a little bit light. Jude Bellingham's gone, which is quite interesting. Young lad, he has been great. Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips. I mean, decent. It's decent, isn't it? It's decent, man. It's decent, guys. Who's missed out there then? I'm just trying to work out who's missed out. So, Jesse Lingard. Okay, Jesse Lingard's obviously not in the squad, guys. Other players to miss out. Aaron Ramsdale has been cut from the provisional squad. Ben Godfrey, Ben White, James Ward-Prowse doesn't make it either. James Ward-Prowse doesn't make it. Ollie Watkins and the injured Mason Greenwood. So those are the players that miss out. Mason was injured anyway, and United announced it earlier today. But the other players who are missing out, Aaron Ramsdale, Ben Godfrey, Ben Wright, James Ward-Prowse, Ollie Watkins, and Mason Greenwood. Alexander-Arnold in? How do we feel about that, guys? I don't really understand why we've got 4 right backs there. I guess what you can say about Alexander-Arnold and maybe even a couple of the other wing backs we've got there, is that they could play on the right as well. So depending on the system of formation that I keep calling him Solskjaer, Southgate wants to play, bloody Pizza Hut baghead, as we'll call him from now on. Depending on the formation that he wants to play, he could have two of them starting on that right-hand side at the same time, I suppose. I think Alexander-Arnold is a really good attacking player. I don't think he's that great defensively. He's okay. But I think he's a good attacking player. So maybe he's thinking about that. Maybe thinking about bringing him on and using him in an attacking role on the right-hand side. I don't know. I have no idea. But it does seem excessive that he's got 4 different right-backs in the team. Trent can play CM, says Angus Gallagher. Well, yeah. Yes, exclusive Bellingham is in the list. Bellingham makes the team. Yeah, I know. Ward-Prowse, no way instead of Phillips. I agree. I mean, I would have taken Ward-Prowse as well, Safwan probably, instead of Phillips. I probably would have done that. Yes, I agree, Gungshi. Ward-Prowse would be useful for set pieces, you'd think. Yeah, I know. Bit of a miss out, that one. And actually, hang on, sorry. Yeah, he misses out, doesn't he? Yeah, he's missed out. I was just double checking. He's not in the squad, mate, so he has missed out. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse has missed out. I would have taken him. Yeah, that's a shame. Walker could play centre-back. It's not FIFA, Khayyam.
Get in there, monster.
This isn't FIFA, Khayyam, mate. We're not going into sweaty foot champs. Richard Jr., how you doing? Thank you for subscribing. Iko M, thank you for subscribing. Jaya Kumaran, Angus Gallagher. Guys, thank you everyone who subscribed to the channel. Really, oh, actually, Angus was a super chat. Thank you, everyone. We got 190 likes on the video. Wow, thank you everyone for hitting the like button. That's awesome. Guys, can we smash 200 likes? If you haven't done yet, please do smash that thumbs up button on the video. That would be absolutely bloody gnarly of you. And also subscribe if you're new, yeah. Rushmano says, I'm amazed Dominic Calvert-Lewin isn't in. He is in. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in. Yeah, he is in the squad. Or do you mean you're amazed he is in the squad? Sorry, let me read that. I'm amazed Dominic Calvert-Lewin isn't in. Oh, he is in. He is in the squad. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is in the team. Yeah. So there we go. I'm just going to retweet it. What do you guys think about that? There's the England squad. Just to give you the rundown one more time if you're just joining us. Dean Henderson makes it. Manchester United. So just to give you the United players that are in it. Dean Henderson makes the squad. Harry Maguire makes the squad, which is fantastic. Luke Shaw makes the squad. He should be starting left back. Absolutely. Best player in that position this season in the Prem, no doubt. Luke Shaw makes the squad. That's 3 players. We've also got Marcus Rashford. So, you know, we have got some, and hopefully by the Euros, Jadon Sancho. Hopefully by the Euros, Jadon Sancho. So 4 players right now have been called up to England's Euro squad from Manchester United. And hopefully Jadon Sancho, once we sign him as well, will make it fine. But look, there's the team, guys. That is it. Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings. I cannot for the life of me understand why he's taken 4 right backs. That's madness, dude. That's fucking mad. Janice says, Pig, United is also looking for the best Serie A defender this year. Brian Romero, the Atalanta centre-back. Interesting, Janice Radcliffe. Well, you never know. Hey, look, I haven't heard any links with him, but if you're telling me, maybe we should be looking at him. Kimper Delagucci, what's going on? Bell691 says, no Phil Jones, I'm amazed. Yeah, he's actually predisposed this summer. He's competing in the International Gurling Championships, where he's expected to take gold. How close is Sancho, says Lackland? I think it'll probably be done before the start of the Euros. Now, I don't know that for a fact. I'm not going to tell you that it's definitely done. But it seems like we're in talks with Dortmund at the moment and Jadon Sancho's representatives to agree personal terms once again. That's the current situation. Nothing has been agreed or announced or anything as of now. Dortmund want the business wrapped up before the Euros start. So very good chance that United should be looking to bring him in before then. Yeah, Shaw is in. Yep, absolutely. Luke Shaw's in. Icon Gamer says no Shaw. No, Luke Shaw's in. Yep, Luke Shaw's playing. He's definitely in. So, guys, just to give you the rundown of the team. In fact, let me just save this and I'll get it up on the. Let me just save this. I'll get it up on the screen for you guys. So yeah, just give me one moment. Okay, peeps, there we go. So this is the England squad, guys. Oh, shit. Wait a second, got to resize it. Crikey, it's large. Oh, I've lost it now. Hang on, where's it gone? Image, properties. Okay, I think I've got this. Wait a second. No, I've completely shut that, didn't I? I just moved it off the screen and lost it completely. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so should pop up here. Resize. Transform, resize. Fit. Center to screen. There we go. Okay, oh no, that's still too big. Give me a moment, guys. Bit of a malfunction here. Why is it so bloody large? It's just like blowing itself up absolutely huge. Okay, let me try a different one. Let me try a different transform. Fit to screen. There we go. There we go. What a shit show. Oh, that's funny. Okay, right, guys, there's the England squad. As you can see, Dean Henderson, Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Carl Walker, they complete the defence. Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice are our midfielders. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling complete our forwards. So that's the team, guys. Give it a rating out of 10. I'm going to rate it 7. I think it should have had James Ward-Prowse in it, probably instead of Calvin Phillips. I think we should have had, I think we probably should have taken Wan-Bissaka, but he was never in his plans whatsoever, which is criminal in my opinion. He's taken 4 right backs, not one of them Wan-Bissaka. That's crazy. Obviously, he wasn't in his provisional squad, so he was never going to take him. He just never was, but he should have done. The rest of it looks okay to me, you know, really. The rest of it looks okay to me. So I'm going to give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Andrew Cost says 8 out of 10. Mason says 8 out of 10. Shout out Ben Gayassi for subscribing. Thank you, Richard Jr. as well. Guys, nice one. Yeah, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, guys. We'll give you all the latest and breaking news. He should have taken Kante, says +6891. I know, Sean Nettleton. What a bizarre one, eh? He's taken 6 wing/fullbacks. Strange one, man. It's very strange. I don't quite understand it myself, but there you go. Is Declan Rice in the list? No, he's not. That's a great point. Declan Rice is not in the list, but that's due to... Isn't that due to a knock or something? I can't quite remember now. But no, you're right. No Declan Rice in the squad. But he wasn't in his provisional squad, I don't think. Was he? For whatever reason. Can't remember the reason now. But no, I don't think he made it in his provisional squad, actually. Oh, Rice is in, is he? Sorry, my bad. I didn't see him in there. Oh, he is in. There's me. I don't know what the... Yeah, there's... I just literally had it up on the screen and I was saying, look, guys, there it is. It's in plain day in front of you. For some reason, his name disappeared. I literally said it 5 times as well that he's in the squad. Sorry, I'm getting my mind mixed up here with James Ward-Prowse and stuff. Melting. G-Wolf United. Shut it, you slag. He was there. Yeah, Rice is there, absolutely. Pig reads super chat. I missed the super chat, did I? Sorry. Rushmano, thank you for the £5 super chat here, Rushmano. Sorry, bro. Sorry. He says Phil Jones was in the England squad, but pulled his hamstring getting out of his yellow Lambo at Carrington. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness me. Phil Jones, man. He actually has been capped for England a bunch of times, hasn't he, Rushmano? Phil Jones, England caps. Let's just look at this. I always remember him coming on in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. Do you remember that, guys? The 3rd, 4th place playoff we had in the World Cup, England. And I remember him playing in that game. And just, I think he made an error and they scored. Honestly. He came on, he played 1 game of the World Cup, he fucking made an error and scored, mate. He was useless, wasn't he? But anyway, yeah, he's played a bunch of times for England, mate. He's had 27 appearances for England. That's mental. Thank you, Rushmano. Yeah, injured himself again. Rice is there, so Declan Rice is in. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that misreporting there. I'd read it out 5 times before that Rice was in, and then for some reason I said that he wasn't. What's that all about? Anyway, it's generally a decent team. Yeah, Ben Giassi says 8 out of 10. 12B3 Danish. Yes, I do remember you. How you doing? 236 likes on the stream. Sensational stuff, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. That would be amazing. What formation does Southgate play, says Giannis Varaklas? Well, you know, if you look at the last, it depends really. If you look at the last World Cup, he played like a 4-3, like a 4-3-3 variation with Kane and I can't remember actually, mate. I can't actually remember now. Was it or was it a 4? I can't actually remember. So I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, look, I haven't even watched the last few England games, have I? I actually haven't even watched the last few England games. I'm what you call a casual fan, guys. I just watched the major. I watch the major tournaments. I don't really watch their friendlies or anything. 10 at the back looking at his team. This is the concern. If you look at the team, it's a very weird looking team. He's got a few midfielders in there. He's got 4 right backs. 4-2-3-1, that's my 11, says Sean Etterton. Henderson, Trent, Maguire, Stone, Shaw, Henderson, Rice, Sancho, Foden, Mount, and Keane. Exclusive says it's usually like an 8-2-1. In the World Cup, did we play with a back 3? I can't even remember now, dudes. I remember Slavy Maguire being brilliant, Kieran Trippier. I'm just trying to remember what formation we were playing. It's a great question. But that was years ago anyway. Yeah, that was 3 years ago, so it's probably developed and changed a little bit since then, surely. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really followed England since the last tournament. I'm going to be totally honest with you.
Get in there, my son.
3-5-2-1 says G Wolf. Yep. Okay. We played 3 at the back of the World Cup. Yes. Slabby Maguire in the role there, wasn't he? Guys, right, okay, legend. So that's that's basically the news, guys. There's the let me just get it up on the screen for you. I'll make it a bit smaller. Oh, actually, it's gone. Don't worry. But yeah, the England team, there it is, guys. Manchester United get 4 players in there. The latest team news, we'll keep you up to date with that as well going into the tournament. We probably will actually. I know I just said we haven't followed or watched any of England's friendlies or anything, but England do have 2 friendlies coming up. Is it 2 friendlies or 1 friendly coming up? Let me have a look. England fixtures, 2 friendlies coming up before the Euros begin. So we will watch them on the channel, I'd imagine, just because it'll be good to see what Southgate is actually doing. Let's find out what his plans are. He's taken all these wing backs. He's taken this team. Let's see what his lineup is going to be like and what he's going to work on in the build up to these games. So yeah, I think we've got 1 or 2 games coming up anyway, beforehand. So we'll probably 2 friendlies in Middlesbrough. That's the one, Sean Netterton. Yeah. So we will be watching them on the channel. So get involved. Dante says Tartan Army running riot over Wembley. What, Dante? I didn't know you were Scottish. Nice one. Okay, brilliant stuff. Right, guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. But thank you very much to everybody who's got into this stream. Really appreciate every single one of you guys that's tuned in. There's the England team news. There's the latest Manchester United transfer news. We will be back every day around about 4 p.m. or 3 p.m., 4 p.m. time, giving you the latest rundown and the latest breaking news in regards to all United's transfers. We'll also be back tonight around about 9:30, around about there, giving you the latest rundown and the breaking news of all the evening stories. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll be back in a few hours' time going through all of that. So if you're enjoying the streams, get involved by subscribing. Click the bell icon. That way you'll get a notification when we post and go live. Also, twat that like button, guys. That will help us out. 274 likes. What? That's mad. Can we get to 300? That's crazy. That's a lot of likes, guys. Thank you very much for leaving the thumbs up on it. Give it a share if you want. Come back. Have your say once this video is finished. In the not live comment section, get your thoughts and opinions in. Tell me what your opinions are in regards to United's transfer window, who you want to see coming in. And just get your thoughts in, guys. Let me know. This is all about the community here. It's about football fans and their opinions. So come back, have your say in regards to the England squad, what you think about Southgate's squad, etc. Come back after this video is finished and comment in the not live comment section, and we'll get in there. We'll get the debate going. Dante says grandparents were Scottish, followed by Gramps when it comes to internationals. Oh, okay. Aye, well, hopefully you get a decent tournament then, my son. Have a cheeky little deep-fried iron brew and a cheeky little deep-fried battered Mars bar to celebrate. Nice one. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Get your thoughts and opinions in after this video is finished, and I shall catch you on the next one, peeps. This is The Pig. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. We'll be back at 9/9:30 tonight with the latest rundown of all the news. Thank you, guys, for tuning in. This is The Pig. Take it easy, and come on, United. Oh, shit. Okay, Rush Mono. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. Thank you very much. Try not to spam, though, Rushy. ABD Haddy, what's up, bro? Hey, Dante. Been a long time coming. We're generally gash. It's true. It's been a little while, hasn't it? But, hey, I genuinely hope you have a good tournament. I do. Sports Further, have a good one. I genuinely do, just not as good as us. Still hope you have a good tournament. I always sort of want the home nations to do well, to be fair. Apart from when we face them, because it's just that bitter rivalry, you know? But yeah. Hey, guys, thanks for everyone tuning in. Great stream this afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. There's all the news. See you tomorrow, same sort of time for tomorrow's news. And tonight, 9 p.m.-ish for tonight's news. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Hit the like and get your thoughts in after this video is finished. This is just a member rundown to say thank you to all the members on this channel. All these names that you've just seen going down your list. They're absolute legends and they're members of the channel. And there's a couple of new members which will be added to this literally in the next couple of days as well, peeps. So keep a lookout for that. You will be added to this list if you're not on it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. This is the end of the stream. Have a great one. I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.